My name is Ellis and I work for the Charlotte County Libraries and Histories. We're gonna do spice painting today with items that you may have at home. The items you need is a multi-use paper or watercolor paper if you like, brush, ballpoint pen if you would like to draw your items, a mason jar, a cup, a mug, whatever you need to clean your paintbrush with clear water. You need hot water to dilute the spices. And for the spices today, we're gonna use sage. Sage is a little bit green-brown color. And please, 1 tablespoon of sage to 1 tablespoon of hot water so that it can dilute. Cloves. Cloves is brown color. It's really bright, and 1 tablespoon. Everything is going to be a tablespoon and a tablespoon of water. Cloves. Sazon or annatto. You can use annatto if you have it. This is going to be a reddish orange color, and it's great for flowers or for the sun. Dilute it too, please. Turmeric is a yellow orange, or you can do it a little bit more goldeny yellow color if you use a lot more. And yes, dilute it too. These are the items you're gonna use. You need bowls, like a cup or a styrofoam bowl that you have laying around, even a mug, to dilute the spices with the water. What I'm gonna show you today is how to do some flowers and some other little stuff with the spices. I'm gonna start with the sage. Just dip your brush into the sage and water mixture and you mix it a little bit. I'm gonna start with the stem of the flower. You go from the bottom, and I usually tilt the stem a little bit, and you can keep adding to it so it could get darker. I always start with the stems because it's easier for me to have, it's like the neck of the flower. If you can see, the sage is a little bit grainy. It stays like this, but it smells good. Now I'm gonna do a little bit of a leaf, and you're gonna fill it up as your liking. And you can do it as dark or as light as you want, and as big as or little as you want. I'm gonna go with the turmeric to start with the petals. Clean your brush. Mix the turmeric and start painting your petals. I'm gonna do it free-handed. So I'm doing like a U shape. And remember, this is watercolors, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be perfect. And remember, you can add and deepen the color with more turmeric, or you can lighten it up with water. You can do this by placing your brush in your water and going through it again. Now I'm gonna use the annatto or sazon to create a little bit more dimension on the petals. I'm doing light strokes. I'm not pushing into the paper. I don't want the paper to morph. So you just place it and drag it. And again, you can do your flower as you wish. The bigger the petals, the better. I just saw this flower today while I was in a walk, and I liked it. I don't know what kind of flower it is, I'm sorry. I'm gonna use the cloves. Smells like Christmas here. And I'm gonna deepen a little bit the stem on one side and the leaf, just for dimension. And to give it a little bit of contrast. You also can let it set and go over it with more dark colors, like the cloves or more sage, as you wish. So this is the finished flower, dandelion flower. But I'm gonna show you a little bit more because we can do a lot with this. You can do a sun with the turmeric. And you can mix a little bit of the sazon to make it darker, because you know the sun is not only yellow, it has a little bit of red. And orange. You know, a little sun like the kids did draw it, with the rays coming down to us. Okay, so now we have a cactus. We have a little flower, the sun, you can get inspirations from anywhere. And you can make this with your grandchildren or your kids. And your house is gonna smell like Christmas because of the cloves. This is the finished product. You can use also coffee for your paintings, and we have a video on our website for that. You just have to look a little bit to find it. I'm gonna show you some other flowers that I made earlier. These are some flowers that I made at home. See I dip in the annatto, the flower with annatto, and this is the turmeric. I drew this one because I wanted to be a little bit perfect. And I wanted to do a tulip. So, and I used a little bit of cumin instead of the sage for the stem. This is another drawing I made this morning. This one is with coffee. So you can see the differences between the two, coffee and spices. I hope you have a great day and you have fun with this. Show us your drawings whenever you can. Go to the library and say, hey, I made this with the spice paintings. My name is Ellis, and see you later.